All right, we back. I had to switch over to another phone, but it's all good, man. We got to push this word. Okay. So I don't know exactly where the other phone failed due to the heat, but we're going to see if we can get through on this phone right here. And back to St. John 10 and 12, it says, "But he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep." Right. So, there's hirelings amongst our people that see danger coming, see the wolf coming, and not going to, care about the flock and give them the correct heed to take and the warning and, tell them that, hey, the mark is coming, okay? And contrary to what you want to believe, it's none other than that micro C, okay? Which is the size of a grain of rice that they're going to mandate and tell you in order for you to buy and sell, you have to have this mark. But a hireling is going to tell you something totally different. Why? Because they've been hired to do so. Okay? They're not going to emphasize on the importance of knowing what the mark is and how not to take it. And if you take it, there's no repentance. That's your fate. Okay? Your fate is to be sealed once you take that mark. Okay? But a hireling isn't going to tell you that. And it's not going to emphasize much on that. So it says verse 12. "But he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the shepherd are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep." Right. So the wolf, speaking of this system, spearheaded by Esau Edom, he's coming to scatter the sheep, okay? And those that are not of the fold, who don't have the true names, are going to run off and get scattered, okay? They're going to run and take that mark. Verse 13, "The hireling fleeth too." Well, let me read it how Yahweh Shai got it. Verse 13, "The hireling fleeth because he is a hireling and careth not for the sheep." Right. So when this mark is made mandatory, that hireling is going to be nowhere to be found. Okay. You think he's going to be still sticking around to allow you to crucify him and to, come after him? No, he's going to dip on you. He's going to dip out on you. Okay. So be very mindful of that. Verse 14, "I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine." Right. So the good shepherd, speaking of Yahweh Shai, he is known of his sheep. Okay.
If Pt2 still open,
Ooh,
still open?
that barbershop?
Yeah.
I don't see nobody ever coming into it on the weekend.
Is it locked?
They might go around in the back there. In the back of that parking lot. They might go, I think they go through the back of that parking lot back there. So it says, verse 13, "The hireling fleeth because he is an hireling and careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of mine." Right. So those that he have made manifest are going to know who Yahweh Shai is. Okay. Plain and simple. All right. But those that he haven't, made manifest, they're not. Okay. And particularly here in Babylon the Great, that's going to be majority of our people, 2/3, okay? So it says, 16, "And other sheep I have which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they should hear my voice, and there should be one fold and one shepherd." Right, so there's going to be other sheep that are not of this fold that are going to hear his voice, and they're going to return, okay? Now, that was us in the past when we didn't know who we were, but we heard that name and we returned, okay? Showing you that, there's going to be sheep of his fold all the way up until the last minute, until this word is drawn in, okay? Because once this word is drawn in, that's going to be it, all right? You're not going to have accessibility to it like you have right now, how it's readily available, how you can find service of the Most High on the streets, on the highway and hedges, on the internet. That's not going to be the same in those days, okay? If they do allow some of us to continue to preach, it's going to be those that are magnifying and exalting the true names, okay? So verse 27 says, my sheep hear my voice and I know them and they follow me. Right, so we know the voice, we hear the voice, and we follow him. And part of knowing the voice and hearing the voice is having the true names, okay? Let's get that in Proverbs. And then we're going to probably wrap it up. This is Proverbs chapter 30 and this is Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 4. It reads, who have ascended up into heaven or descended? So it says, verse 4, Proverbs 30 and 4. Who have ascended up into heaven or descended? Who have gathered the winds in his fist? Who have bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name? And what is his son's name? If thou canst tell. Right. And we read it. He has made it manifest. Okay. So his name, speaking of the Father, is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahushua. Okay. Those are the names. All right. Now let's read in Acts 2. Let's read in the book of Acts, chapter 2. Start at verse 20. This is Acts chapter 2 and verse 20. It reads, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come. Verse 21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Okay? So it's very vital to your salvation that you have the true names to call on. Jesus, Christ, Yeshua, Jehovah, Jehovah, Yahweh, all those names are not going to deliver you and allow you to receive salvation. So it says 21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahushua of Nazareth, a man approved of the Most High among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which the Most High did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. Right, so it's easy. The man who's going to get it and not only get it and receive it, but to also magnify the name and exalt it to the end, even if it means getting hated on, it's going to be those that are going to be saved, okay? Those that are of the elect, all right? And those that are under up under the man, okay? Speaking of the women and the children, okay? Because that's going to be a portion, 1/3 that get deliverance out of here in Babylon the Great, all right? So you got to know the names, okay? And trying to, call on other names and do works in other names and trying to save the community and going on podcasts and trying to reach out to those individuals, that audience, and going across the globe, that's pretty much, if they're not of the elect, they're not going to receive it. You see, if they are of the elect, they're going to receive the word no matter what. Okay, that's why all you have to do is just preach the word. Be instant in season and out of season, and the Most High is going to do they're going to do the rest. Okay, the Most High is He that increaseth. Okay, so if you are of the elect, no matter what, you're going to get the word. Okay, trying to save those in the community and those on the internet, if they're not of the elect, they're not going to receive the word anyways, okay? Point blank, all right? That's the only thing. You have to be of the elect to receive this truth, okay? There's no other name that you're going to call on that's going to give you that salvation, all right? Other than Yahweh, which is the name of the Father. He is Bahashem in the name Yahweh Shai. He is our salvation, okay? So that's pretty much going to be it, you know, and just wanted to bring that out. Not sure how much information I brought out on the first video before it got cut due to the extreme heat out here, but you know, we just bring it out, you know, waking up the elect of our people, you know, because we're not going to wake up all Israel on this side, okay? Only a remnant, only a small portion is going to receive that salvation. The rest is going to have to come back in the kingdom to receive it, all right? So with that being said, we're going to face the east. We give all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, all right? Until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, you know, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.